For this video, we're going to learn how to simplify fractions along with combining different terms in order to make it the most simple and cleanest that the expression can be. So first we see that there's a multiplying sign, meaning we can actually combine each of these two fractions, which will equal 4as squared x times negative 6 a to the negative 3 y all over negative 3 c cubed y s cubed. So now our next step would be to look at if we have any of the same variables. So we could already see that we have an a here and an a there, and we have a number, and number. So let's work with those first. So 4 times negative 6 is negative 24 over negative 3. Now let's combine the a's. So a to the 1 times a to the negative 3 is the same as a to the 1 minus 3. We can cross off the ones we've used. Oh, now as we see, we could also use this y and that y. So what we do is we keep the y on the top, which is a y to the 1. And since we're bringing up the y in the denominator up to the numerator, the y to the 1 at the bottom becomes a y to the negative 1. We'll cross off what we've used. Oh, and it looks like we also have two s's. S and S. So now we'll do what we did with the y's again. If we have an s squared on the top and an s cubed on the bottom, then the s cubed becomes an s to the negative 3. And now we're left with the x, and as we can see, there's no other x's left in this equation. So you just leave that x alone, and the last thing we have is our c cubed. Now obviously this isn't a finished equation because the y's appear more than once, the s's appear more than once, so we need to fix that. What we do now is we have to divide the 24 by 3, which would equal 8, and the negative signs cancel out as well because negative times negative is a positive. And now we have our a to the negative 2 because 1 minus 3 is negative 2. And y to the 1 minus 1 is 0, and anything to the 0 power is 1. And now we do our s's. S 2 minus 3 would be s to the negative 1. And we leave our x and our c alone because we don't have anything to combine them with. So our final answer is almost ready because there's one more thing we have to do. If we look, final answer should not have negative exponents, meaning we need to bring the negative exponents down to the bottom. So our final answer is actually 8x over a squared c cubed s. That would be our final answer.